Hello everyone. Today, we will investigate an analysis of exam scores from a sample of 10 students using the R programming language. Our main objective is to determine if the average grade of this sample differs statistically from the benchmarks set by educational authorities. Imagine we have test scores from 10 students. The school's aim is to determine if the average grade for this sample deviates statistically from a score of 70, the standard required by authorities. Additionally, they're curious if there would be a statistical difference if the benchmark was set at 75. This is a classic case for a one-sample t-test. To begin with, in R, we'll define the sample of 10 students' scores and store them in a variable named scores as illustrated below. Scores equals 68, 69, 72, 75, 71, 67, 72, 70, 76, 73. To perform a one-sample t-test against a benchmark grade of 70, the R code using the t-test function is result 1 equals t-test scores mu equals 70. With this command, we're conducting a t-test comparing our sample scores against an expected mean, mu, of 70. The outcome is then stored in the variable result1. Let's observe the results. The calculated sample mean is 71.3. To discern if this mean has a statistical difference from the hypothesized mean of 70, we evaluate the t-statistic and the p-value. Our t-statistic is 1.42 with 9 degrees of freedom, and the p-value stands at 0.19. Given that our p-value exceeds the significance level of 0.055%, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. This suggests that statistically, there's no significant difference between the sample mean and the benchmark of 70. Let's now test against a benchmark of 75. The R code is presented next. Result 2 equals t-test scores mu equals 75. Let's print and see the results in the console. For this test, our t-statistic is minus 4.02 with 9 degrees of freedom, and the p-value is 0.003. As this p-value is below the significance threshold of 0.055%, we reject the null hypothesis. This implies a statistical difference between our sample mean and the revised benchmark of 75. Thank you so much for joining us in this analysis. Your engagement is appreciated. A link of the tutorial for this video can be found in video description.